Hope y'all are ready for that baked spaghetti. First off, I want you to kiss the cook. You know, kiss the BBC, right? Go green too. Make sure you green, right? If you don't know what that is, tune into my lives. Alright, so let me try to loop this shit through the back. Hold on. But let's see what I we got. Alright. So we're cooking up. Alright, don't worry about how the kitchen looks. You know, these appliances or anything like that. I didn't pay for this. This is the apartments that did this, right? She says she ready to cook. I got my pot. I got my big ass beef. All natural, they say. Carne molida de res, right? It says cook at 160 to get all the blood, the fat, the goo out of it. I got my Rego. I said Rego? Prego. Got the most ghetto-ish pasta we can get. Family size, 3 pounds. We got our ingredients. While I'm slicing open the beef and everything, I'm gonna actually get these noodles warmed up and boiling, ready to cook. So let's go. All right, let's get it. What you wanna do is get you some water. Yeah, look at that water just dripping a pot. Ooh.
We gonna drop hot. I got that baked spaghetti.
I got the baked spaghetti. Ooh.
Y'all know, yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna keep that exclusive. So, putting the water in the pot, I wanna make sure the process is good. While the beef is cooking, we get the noodles ready to go. Get yourself a little cheap pan. You can use a Pyrex dish if you need. Get yourself your favorite type of oil. It could be that buttery shit, that canola. Gonna get all corners. Voila, magic. All right, excellent. We got the strainer ready to go too. Now the reason why you want to have your noodles cooking ahead of time is because this is a lot of beef to cook. A lot of beef to cook. That's going to take about 20-30 minutes to get all the pink, the blubber, the guts, the EBT juices and everything grinded out and cooking. Make sure you get a top to make sure the water is boiling a little bit faster. Now, this is going to take quite some time, but oh damn, hold on, excuse the ghetto burgers and shit like that. Like I said, we don't pay for the stoves, we just use what they give us. Now let's get to the nasty part. Excuse my Chick-fil-A ketchups and everything. Sorry about that. Don't worry about that, got an extra couple honeys, shit back and all that. But listen, that's not what this is about. This is about bacon spaghetti. Let's get to the nitty gritty. That's not gonna work. I might do it. Damn, that ain't gonna work either.
Looks like we need to get some new knives, bro.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like, man.
We over here on some dole status. We been really showing them where to go.
Damn, yeah, really though. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, sharpen that in, man. Okay.
Think we good?
Let's see. Okay. See if that made a difference, made a dent. Okay.
Ooh.
There we go.
Right through it.
Yeah.
All we needed was a little bit of sharpening.
See, y'all, we just showed y'all a valuable lesson. Sometimes things in life are dull. You just gotta sharpen them a little bit.
Hooking them up with a little bit of Mr. Rogers advice.
You know, I'm trying to give them the life advice.
I know a lot of you might be.
Why is he using gloves? It's just me. Touch it.
I'm sorry, but do you see that? If y'all motherfuckers actually want to touch something like that, you're crazy. I'm not a chef. Today I am, but I'm still not a certified chef, so I don't want to touch the goo. Look at that shit. Leave that right there. Take that beef. Wait, is that shit even on?
No.
Hold on. Palm olive oxy, preferably. Now what you want to do is you want to get you something that you can stab.
Stab?
Yeah, you need a metal spatula. Metal spatula is actually going to make it so that you can press the meat and kind of get nitty and gritty with it.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the body. Never mind.
I'm going to open that window. Those are frozen. That's a lot of fucking meat. This could feed how many people? How many stray cats, dogs?
A family of 6, 7.
Yup. Always following that shit. So I got one plate to put my spatula on. It's dirty with the raw meat. But you also gotta have your seasonings. Your garlic salt. Your Lowry seasoning salt. And just to spice shit up a little bit, I'm gonna throw a little bit of garlic powder on there from Lowry's, of course. Throw a little bit more of a kick. Put some McCormick crushed red pepper. Those are gonna be my 4 seasonings that I use on this beef. These burners aren't super powerful. Like I said, when you move into an apartment, you're not in control of the appliances you get. You just kind of take what you can get. More so control that shit when you get a house, yeah? So let's start adding in these seasonings. I'll put my garlic pepper.
That's a lot of garlic pepper.
Yes, it is. That's a lot of meat. Put in your garlic
Well,
pepper.
why'd you put garlic pepper and salt?
Salt and pepper are 2 different things. They both add an abundance of flavor in different pops. Take a little bit of my crushed pepper.
Hit him with the hit him with the Oh, Covenant Kitchen. Ooh, don't shake it out. Boom, boom.
That's a lot of salt.
Well, when you're cooking baked spaghetti, you think it's supposed to be healthy? Shit, you want to load it with sodium. What you want to do is you want to mix that in there. To make sure every spectacle of beef, blubber, and fat is touched. Now, some of it is becoming brown. So what I'm going to do, make sure I get all of that in there. I'm going to let that sit and sizzle for a bit. Show them some of that close-up action of just what's going in their stomachs. Get all that red meat that your body can't process and digest, but you love it anyway. We'll let that cook for a bit and sizzle. Put the top over it so we can get some heat going on in there. Once that gets brown, we're gonna come back to it. We got our noodles boiling, and I wanna welcome you guys to the Covenant Kitchen, where we're making baked spaghetti. I have another special recipe for you guys too that I'm gonna be doing next. But in order to get that, what do you think we should set the goal for? 2K likes, 20,000 views? Or are we pushing the boundaries? Or should we just keep it at 10K, 1K likes?
Nah, if they think Covenant Kitchen is gonna make it and they wanna see all the best recipes from childhood to the most ghettoest to the most sloppiest we've been eating since kids.
Indeed.
At least 15K likes, and I'd say 20,000 views. That's a little.
Likes? Oh, do we do that?
I mean, my bad. 1,500 likes.
Okay, yeah, 1,500 likes. That's doable.
20,000 views. That's
Exactly.
minimum.
1,500 likes, 20,000 views. That'll show that the work that we're putting in, the food that we're cooking, is actually going to be something that people want to see us make. You guys wanted to see this. You've been begging me for years. Since the El Gato days, ever since I first brought up baked spaghetti, you guys have been begging me for this. We gave you the vlog ingredients, and now we're giving you the cooked 1,500 likes, 20,000 views. I think that's very adequate for my channel. I think that shows that half of you guys are watching. And I think that that shows that that's something that shows that I'm worth it. Because I put in a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of effort for you guys to bring you quality content. On top of that, I got my man DT actually helping me out here. So this is not only something that takes my time, but it also takes his time. And we could be doing other shit, but this is what it's all about. You guys want to see more. 1,500 likes. 20,000 views for the next ghetto recipe, or just recipe in general.
Or just a series of Covenant Kitchen.
Exactly, because we could bring this shit to you guys completely 24/7. Well, not 24/7. We could bring you 1 or 2 episodes a month. You know, some shit we see we cook. Boom, we got this beef sizzling, and we'll be right back at you guys in a minute. All right, now guys, when you cook this, look at all that fat that's in there. Now, if you want to avoid all that shit sitting in your midsection, fucking up your abs, well, a lot of you guys probably don't have abs anyways. If you kind of want to watch what you're eating while eating bullshit, here's what you want to do with beef. If you're cooking it with the most fattiest cuts and grades, you want to take that off of the stove and let that fat drip. Imagine all that going into your midsection, fucking up your arteries, clogging your shit. Make you have one of them stankin' ass shits sitting on the toilet constipated. That's all going into your midsection. Thighs, blubbery. You get fucked up and wondering why you look like shit and feel like shit. Now it's still beefy, but now we're just gonna keep cooking it until the fat drizzles and drips. Let that burn a little bit more. Kind of has like a assy smell to it, because it's beef. This is actual flesh we're cooking. I'm gonna re-season it again, because we kind of let a lot of the seasonings out when we dripped all that fat and bullshit out of there. I'm gonna re-season it, reapply my McCormick red pepper, a little bit of garlic, pepper, Lawry's. I don't want to reapply none of that raw ass meat on it. I'm just gonna rinse it.
And y'all be applying just water and wiping the food off. That's disgusting.
Exactly.
Oh. 2 or 3 washes to make sure they're properly clean.
Exactly. Alright, we're good. We got all that raw ass beef off of it.
Boom, let's get the close up of the shines. Let's see here.
That meat is cooking and burning. So what I like to do, mixing it up. And I like to chop. I want the meat as small as I can get it. I'm gonna let this meat cook until it's got not really a burnt, but an extra well done kind of thing to it, or aroma, whatever the hell you want to call it. And then just keep chopping and chopping. Now this you could do by yourself, obviously, right, if you're cooking it yourself, but basically you could chop it as much as you feel like it needs to be chopped. Me, I'm just gonna chop it till it's like dirt. You guys probably want a big ass chunk. I'll eat meat, but I don't like the idea of eating meat, if you know what I mean. Which is why I like my meats well done, overly well done. And with this, I'm chopping away. And I'm just gonna keep chopping at it until I feel like I can't chop no more. That's how you know when the beef is like 100% cooked, when it starts sticking to the bottom and you gotta scrape it. Starting to smell like a bomb-ass burger.
See that burnt at the bottom? Yeah, y'all see that? Boom. That means we getting somewhere. Boom. Oh yeah.
I think they're ready for us to apply the sauce.
I don't know.
They're ready for the sauce.
Think they ready for that drip?
I don't know if they are.
I don't know.
Y'all ready for the drip? Hear that pop? That's how you know it's fresh. I'm gonna take this, fill it up. I want to make sure I'm getting all my sauce. Fill it up halfway. Shake it up. That's what you call stretching the sauce. Now that's a lot of beef, so I might have to apply more water, but what I'll do is I'll pop the flavor a little bit more by applying more seasoning salt on top of that, because that's not enough sauce for all this beef. See, look, now the meat's quiet. Still making noise. I'm gonna apply about a little bit more water. Throw in some more seasoning salts, spices. A little bit more water.
Here we go, boom.
Now, obviously, it's a lot of sodium. Obviously, this is some shit you guys wouldn't eat every day. But you can have a little bit of fun, man. When you eat clean all throughout the week, who gives a fuck? If you fuck up for 1 or 2 days, you're only human. You eat clean for 5, 6 days. Come back and have some bullshit. You'll be fine. You'll take your shits for a day or two. Your body will re-clean, restructure, repurpose. And you're back good. Drink lots of water. Look at that meat. Look at the fucking seasoning. That looks remarkable. Get you a nice red noodles. Take it. Right. Let that drop. If you want it to boil, oops. Cutting that out. If you want it to boil, throw in a little bit of salt. It'll kind of get the water to boiling up a little bit. See how this shit start boiling up immediately? As soon as I threw some salt in there, now we see the bubbles. Now what you want to do is kind of let that sit in there for a minute. The bigger noodles, they're gonna cook faster, believe it. Well, they're gonna cook slower if you were to use angel hair. You can use this with any type of pasta you want. You guys could do it with tortellinis. That's really all I know is tortellini. Angel hair, I really don't know all the weird shit. Is it bonnets and everything? Goes boiling. I would say this should be done approximately by, what are we at, 4:13? I'm thinking 4:40 max. Oh shit!
What happened, bro?
It's starting to over boil and sizzle.
That's how you
Let
know.
that shit back on. Time to re-stir. The noodles still aren't 100% ready yet because they should be kind of all bent over. That's how you know the noodles might potentially be ready. We got that cascade boil.
Get them shit steam.
So you know you got strong spaghetti when you hear it. I almost forgot something. The key ingredient. That's good spaghetti. Without your great value, finely shredded, sharp cheddar cheese, good source of protein. 2 pounds, 8 cups. I just read everything that was on the front of the shit because I didn't give a damn. Not too much, but just enough. Voila. Now if you want, you can kind of mix that in. Makes it even better. Therefore, those hot noodles will start actually melting the cheese. Our sauce is looking like the top of Jupiter. A gas giant. The weather is crazy. You know it's trouble when you taste it. Sauce. Don't worry, a little bit might splash, but that's why you wear an apron, baby. what you want to do again is apply another layer of cheese to coat the top. Not too much, but just enough. You don't want to overpower the sauce, overpower the meat with cheese. It is a dairy dish. Now we're not going to really mix that in because we want that to be a nice bake and armor over that baked spaghetti. Now if you want to use a Pyrex dish, you can. I don't recommend it because why use a Pyrex dish when you have more dishes to clean? Tuck that in. Alright, we got our baked spaghetti ready. Open up that oven, that ghetto oven, that movie prop oven. Slide in like so. Let it cook. It should be ready by, to be safe, 30 minutes. You guys ready? I for sure am. Hey, spaghetti, the trilogy.